Just
Hey there,
introduce
how's it
yourself.
going? Yeah, my name is Paul Melendez. I met this fine gentleman here at the gym here in Guyman.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right,
Yeah.
Oklahoma. So I'm not really religious myself. My whole family is religious, but I myself am not, and it's
Yeah.
been like that for quite a
Yeah,
long
man.
time.
Yeah.
And even though I do consider myself like an atheist,
Yeah.
I still tell people, faith is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And like regards, like even to a higher power or anything, like faith and love, triumphs in
Yes, sir.
general. And it's such a beautiful thing. And,
Yeah.
and I tell people, Godspeed, like if it's something that you truly feel like works for you and, it's been helping and bettering your life, then who am I
More power.
to stop it, right?
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful thing. So I've read the Bible so many times, and I still like reading it.
Yeah.
One of my favorite passages is probably like Revelations 21:4.
Yeah.
When it talks about like when it's already like paradise, and
Yeah.
like every like any like pain or anything will like disappear. Like
Yeah,
that's
man.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
That's absolutely
It is.
beautiful. So whatever you guys are doing, I'm sure it's for a good cause. So
Yes, sir. What makes you maybe swing towards more atheism?
I think, well, I mean, it's just been, throughout years of, personal, like, views I've had against, religion,
Yeah,
basically.
man. Yeah.
Not to say, like, all religion is bad, obviously. I'm not going to be one of those people, but a lot of hypocrisy is, like, happening and everything. Obviously that
Yeah.
dwindles your faith in a
Absolutely.
little bit, right? And, and I've always told people, I, personally, for me, I don't feel like you need a whole sect or a group to like have a personal relationship with God
Okay.
itself.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still something that's between you and it,
That's
whatever
right.
it may be, right?
Right.
And I think that's the most important part. Like, yeah, obviously we're humans, right? We like being social and everything,
Sure.
but
Right.
the most important part is just that relationship that you have
Yeah.
with your God, basically.
Yeah.
So and like I said, even though like nowadays, like I'm definitely way out out of that and everything. I
Sure.
still respect it. Yeah.
Well, I always try to get people to try to answer these 4 questions and see if you can,
Yeah,
the best way
definitely.
you can explain origin, where do we come from? What do you think your purpose is? Purpose. Why do you think the world is so messed up and broken? All right. Why do you think we struggle with our own just kind of shortcomings? And then what do
Shortcomings,
you think
right.
the fix is? So origin,
Origin.
purpose, brokenness, and then fix. So where do you think we
origin-
came from? Yeah. What do you think? we were doing?
Origin. I mean, I think that's where a lot of people disagree with me here.
Sure,
and
that's
everything,
okay.
right?
That's okay.
Obviously, I do believe evolution, happened.
Yeah.
I believe it's factual, honestly, and you see examples of it, right? So, I forgot who was the scientist, like, he believed in the Big Bang and even still believed in God, too. So,
Yeah.
he felt like it's still intertwined, right? So,
Okay.
so despite that, though, where we originally came from and everything, just millions of years of evolution. I guess.
Evolution.
So,
All right. Big Bang.
Yeah.
Maybe big Bang. You would say.
Big Bang, hey, yeah, and then, like, before that,
Who knows?
who knows, bro? Like, how should I know, right?
Okay. All right. So what do you think your purpose is? What do you think you hear?
Great question. What? Well, I mean, it's such a broad question.
It is a
right?
broad
It's
question,
such
yeah.
a broad question, like purpose. What I tell people. Well, what do you find meaning in? I guess
Okay.
that's what you could boil it down to. Some people say, oh, well, it's my spouse,
Yeah.
my kids,
Your kids.
in this case, God, right?
Yeah.
I feel like even though it varies
Yeah.
by person, thing by thing,
Right.
I feel like it's whatever, strives you to be better. Like, at least for me, like, I don't know, I find a lot of purpose in, being around people that, I love and
Yeah.
cherish.
Yeah.
It's, what we have
man.
in life, right? Like
Right.
friends, family, and, keeping the relationships there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, meaningful in a sense, just seeing that growth in a
Yeah.
friendship or even with your own parents and everything.
Right.
It's-
I think you're a great guy, man. That's the nicest guy.
believe
You
me,
know.
you caught me on a good day. So.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You're nicer than some people I've met in the church. I'm serious.
I appreciate it.
So,
I appreciate it. Yeah.
So why do you think the world is so broken, man? Because man, every single 24 hours, 150,000 people die every single 24 hours. The
Yeah.
sex Sex slave is $1 billion industry.
Oh, yeah.
People starve. 20,000 kids starve every single day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, car accidents, corona. Why do you think the world is so broken?
You know, I feel like it's always been that way. I mean, ever since dawn of, humanity, I guess. I mean, so here's the thing, like, and don't get me wrong, like, it's so easy feeling overwhelmed by everything in the world, which, there is. Like,
is,
we're in a rough spot right now. I won't deny that, right? But, that's where I feel like, and that goes in hand with the whole purpose and your meaning thing, that's where you really have to, like, strive, make a change with the people around you first. Well, and even though I can't really, give an answer,
That's
like,
okay.
how to fix it, right? Because I can't, like, I'm just one
One
young
being.
adult, right? Young adult, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't solve everything, right?
Right.
But should be thankful you're
Just be thankful.
alive.
Yeah.
You're breathing. We're even talking right now. Like, it's such a not like. Do you imagine the odds of just like being able to talk to somebody that you barely met? Like, it's nice, right?
Yeah.
So be thankful for that. Be thankful for your kids, for your family, for your relationship, for that you have a roof under your head.
Yeah.
Make the world at least a little bit better, a little bit more livable, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Paul, I got a few more minutes of your time.
Oh,
here.
yeah, no worries.
Let me give you something that'll put alongside
definitely.
your belief system of atheism. Of course, man, I see exactly what you. Well, let me ask you: do you ever get depressed?
Of course, it's
You know,
a
for
human
real?
condition, right?
Okay, yeah,
Human
yeah.
condition. Yeah. Of
Well,
course.
if you think about it, you don't know where you come from. You don't know how you got here. You don't know where you're going.
Right.
In some ways.
In some ways, right?
In some ways. So of course, man, I would get depressed too at times, especially when all these questions are not answered. So let me give you an illustration really quick, and then I'm gonna close it down here. A blind man gets on a bus. This man on the bus gives up his seat to this blind man. What would you conclude about the man that gave up his seat to this blind man?
He was a nice blind man.
The man that gave up his seat to this blind man is a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I only gave you part of the story, so you drew a limited conclusion. So let me finish the story. The man that gave up his seat to the blind man was a bus driver.
Oh, interesting.
Is he a good man? No, he's not a good man.
No. Maybe naive, right?
He's naive, yeah. Because he's going to put everybody else in jeopardy.
In jeopardy, right?
Right. So the reason why you can draw a better conclusion because I gave you more of the story. So people have a limited conclusion about God because they have a little part of the story. So I'm going to give you a last illustration to give you more of the story, so you can put alongside what you believe. Okay. Nice. So basically, the Bible answers those 4 questions. It answer origin, purpose, brokenness, and fix. And so you ever heard the story Adam and Eve?
Oh yeah.